And the thing I love about jewelry, as is same with printmaking, it's like the techniques are ancient,
Yeah.
and that's comforting to me, the idea that lost wax casting, which is the process that your rings will be created by, has been around for thousands of years.
What's it called?
So yeah, I'll tell you about it. It's called lost wax casting process. That's how you're creating a wax ring. What we will do, you'll finish your ring, you'll send it to me, and then I work with a caster. I've done casting, but it's like a hot shop situation where things get like 1700 degrees. So I send everything out to get cast, and then I do the stone setting and finishing and all that. So what happens at the caster is you have your ring that you have made, and your ring will go into, basically picture like a small little flask, little cup that has like a plaster slurry in it. So picture something that looks like white paint, but it's not paint. It's like plaster and water. And you take your wax ring and you stick it in there into this liquid, and that all goes into the oven, a very hot oven, and it bakes the plaster solid, and it melts away the wax, and it just burns off. So now you have a negative space in this plaster of your creation. You take everything out of the oven, you let it cool, and then separately over here, you melt your silver or your gold to liquid. And then you pour that liquid gold or silver into your flask. So now that metal has effectively taken over that space that you created with your wax, but it was empty. And then you dump that in there and you let that cool. It's like a real messy, hot, sizzling process, and then you let all of that cool, and you take a mallet and you actually just whack the side of the plaster, and it all falls apart, crumbles to the ground, goes everywhere. And inside you have your cast metal ring. And it's all, it's kind of messy. It's not perfect. It's certainly not shiny. So then that's when that casting is when it comes back to me. And then that's when you finish it. And the finishing involves, like I said, the polishing, the stone setting, whatever else needs, if we're going to enamel it, if you're going to, whatever you're going to do, it happens in that latter stage. Yeah. And lost wax casting has been around for eons, your Indian culture and jewelry is just like mind-bogglingly beautiful. I love some of the beautiful 18K and 22K pieces of jewelry that a one friend of mine has, and she's gotten them from her mother in India. And the tradition of jewelry in your culture is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's definitely like what really inspires me. I was able to design my whole, I got married a little over a year ago, and I was able to design my whole Indian like jewelry set with like all the different, like the nose rings and the headpieces and everything. That was really fun to do that. Send some pictures. Yeah, I'll send you some photos of it actually.
Oh, I would love to see that. So wait, let me ask Sukhie, who produced that for you? Was it someone in India or someone here?
Yeah, it was someone, I worked with someone here who then works with a jeweler in India. But it's something that I want to learn more about the process. Like Indians are always we're always melting down our own jewelry and having it recast and stuff. And it's so funny because, usually we do that because we want something more modern. And now I think my generation loves all the old fashioned stuff. We're just like, no, don't melt down like the vintage.
Don't do that. Right.
Designs are like so precious, but there's definitely like a period in the 90s where everyone was like melting down their 22K jewelry to create like Western designs with it. It's heartbreaking.
Well, that is heartbreaking. My stuff, I thought it was just too heavy and intricate, so I had bits removed from it, so I had a much simpler design. And Sukhie saw the original pictures for my wedding, was heartbroken.
Oh wow, you must have had beautiful jewelry. That is so cool. Yeah, and just the gold, the deep, beautiful. It's usually 22 or 18. Yeah. Usually 22.
Yeah.
It's like so beautiful. When I'm soldering stuff, I've only soldered 18. I've never soldered 22. But it just like when it hits that melting point, I don't know how to describe it other than like sensual. It's just like it melts into like, it's liquid gold, right? And it melts into the most beautiful magical liquid. It's just so cool.